Welcome to OmniBros Live on a Friday night. Thank you for tuning in, loyal viewers. I am OmniDog from OmniDog's Vault, joined by Comics Guy Lou. How are you doing, buddy?
How do you do, man? It's Friday. We made it through the week, everybody. Kick back, relax,
Peace
maybe
and
have
love.
some pizza, open up a cold Pepsi or Coca-Cola or whatever refreshing beverage you partake in and just kind of enjoy the rest of the night. You made it.
Yeah. Uh, Free comic NFL dude. Actually, I have. Are you still in the chat, NFL dude? I have props to throw your way. Free comic book day. Oh, you are. He just showed up here. Well, let me. I will give you your props in a sec. Free comic book day is almost a week away. How is April almost over? I don't know. It's the 25th. Yeah, it's crazy. William Lee's with you. TGIF.
I forgot it's
Um,
pre-comic book day already. Goodness.
I had a coworker who got fired in the break room when his earpods weren't paired. He searched for Snow Bunny on a certain site.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I have to explain this to Lou. Everybody else, I think, was on the show Wednesday when it'd be actually I could play the clip, but it's like 4 minutes long. It's from Omar's show, um, and it was the topic was recent reads,
Mm.
um, and uh, um, Sean from Comic Pals, who's going to be on OmniDog's Vault in the middle of May, who is African American. Um, BJ Kicks, who is also African American. Now, okay, wait. Sean has the same background you do right now,
Mm.
and he kept saying he was going to go play the piano. So BJ said in his chat, he said something to the effect of, "I don't really think Sean can play the piano." And Sean said, first of all, BJ, black people need to stick together. What are you doing? What's happening here? And BJ Comics Are Dope came back with um you, this man talks about unity, yet for Black History Month he featured snow bunnies as a topic. And I was and everybody laughed, including me, because um I thought it was funny how they were going back and forth, but legit, I had no idea what snow bunnies were.
Really? Wow.
I
Well, that's a slang term that's come up in the last few years.
I yeah. So so I asked SIRI, and she just told me it was women skiing, and I'm like, I know that. Why is this so funny to everybody? And why was BJ's comment? To which Sean replied, "Is it true? Yes, but are not snow bunnies part of Black history?" And I was like, what are we talking about? What is this? And then people in the chat started giving examples, and I was like, oh, I am
Yeah.
truly. Oh, Brian, I guess I didn't get to that point yet in that show. That is hilarious. It's a bit of a Comics Pals inside joke, and with BJ and the rest of the people. Hey, AS, thanks for tuning in. And so this is where the Snow Bunny in a certain site. Now, I don't know. They gave me an example of Haley Atwell in this movie that just came out, Sinners. And I'm like, oh, and Denise Richards in that movie that the black guys were wearing whiteface. What was that? Undercover Brothers or something?
Undercover Brother. Yeah, Undercover Brother.
So I got it, but now I'm wondering, is it a oh, that's what I'm wondering. Is that a oh, I didn't okay, I didn't pick up on that. I
Yeah.
don't think that's what Sean meant. The site was definitely not IST where so many great comics are available. Thank you, NFL
Wonderful.
dude. But I want to get
Cool.
off this before we segue into IST. Okay, Sean and BJ weren't referencing that tangent of it.
Yes.
They were just referencing, and it was actually I thought it was great because, of course, my cluelessness as I'm always clueless like about everything, so I think that helped play into it. Although I was not doing that on purpose, I can promise you. But as good morning, Joey from Down Under. But as NFL Dude so rightly says, InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 30 to 60% off, depending on the time of the year, the sale. There's certain sales that give you like 80% off sometimes. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. We just gave away the IST gift card, and Razor Ramen won it on Monday. And he already emailed me, and so I've already emailed Emily at the Fabulous IST. 50% or more, 50%, $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. There we go.
Awesome stuff, man.
This Smothery Lion, this is what I wanted to give a shout out to. I also got a notification from GameStop, and it was because of NFL Dude, who hipped me to the fact that, like, for 30 seconds it was available at GameStop, the Supergirl the Supergirl figure, Woman of Tomorrow Supergirl figure.
Mm-hmm.
It immediately sold out. I had no idea it was going to do that. And NFL Dude, thank you for hipping me to the fact that for 30 seconds it was in stock. I ordered it right on the air. It was like a Monday, maybe it was like a couple Mondays ago. But yeah, Smotherland, I also got my notice. Hey, Jewish Dragons. He's a legend, that Jewish Dragons fellow. He's also a legend.
He's fantastic. Genuinely a sweet person.
FF Volume 5 regular cover is 75% off right now on IST. Wow. That's crazy cheap.
I mean, a lot of places have spring sales right now. Is there anything in particular with IST? Anything extra? I haven't been kind of in the loop. Are they having another sale, or is it?
Let me check. I can share screen. Wait. New releases. I just want to get my order off of there before I show it. Sales. Let's see where Brian found that as I share. LA Rams are on the clock, watching the draft and listening to the bros. Nice.
How'd your team do in the draft, Jeff?
Well, that's what he's Stock Elevator's actually saying. They traded back for. They were number 26 in the draft, and they traded back because the Atlanta Falcons offered them a bunch of good picks, including a number 1 first round pick next year. So the thinking is they are going. This year's not a very good year for quarterbacks. Not a ton of quarterbacks. Last year was. And they're thinking, they think that next year will be a really good year for QBs. Matthew Stafford, he's going to be 37 this year. He is still awesome. He can still win us a Super Bowl, much better than Aaron Rodgers. Glad I don't have Aaron Rodgers on my team. So the idea is maybe they're going to go after a quarterback next year, package up their number ones and move into the top 5 for QB. I just explained it.
Aaron Rodgers still doing those ayahuasca trips, getting blazed out of his mind on the weekends.
That got referenced recently. Oh, upper management just chimed in. She's in Mexico. She said to tell everybody upper management says hi.
Hey, I hope she's doing well.
Oh, she's having a blast. Let's see. I was going to share screen with IST on the thing. Hoody doody doo. Here it is. Okay. All right. Let's see. So in the sales, can you see it, Lou?
Yeah, I'm good.
Red tag sale.
Oh, we got some good stuff. Ooh, 52. Look at that. Volume 2.
65% off. Absolute Batman and Son.
Okay.
The Akira, that Akira.
Is that the whole thing? Wow. I think that's most of it. Yeah, I think that's all.
50% off for Akira.
That's good.
6 books in that.
I think that's it. I think that's the full set. Yeah. Good deal, man.
Yeah, that is. Wait, Aquaman Rises. Do I have this? I don't. Oh, it's 1 year later after the events of. That's a trade. Because it was $60. Oh, Blacklit. Wait, what is this? Okay, compendium. Still, that's a good deal. 60% off. That's a very meta cover with Grant Morrison right there.
Well, that's not the full run, right? First 26 issues. No, that run went for
much. With Grant Morrison, I feel like it went
40s.
Now, of course, I'm in a different room because usually that's where people say blah blah blah, and I go, "Oh, it's in the other room." So now this is in the other room, so I can't go find it. But I think he wrote it for at least another compendium's worth. So here is some Batman stuff.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Oh, it looks like Detective Comics already got gobbled up. Batman.
Look at that. Black Adam. You get the Rock's Black Adam comic.
60% off.
Yeah, if it's from the movie, that should be 90% off. The movie was terrible.
There's Captain America Omnibus. I think this is the Mad Bomb. Volume 4 is the Mad Bomb stuff. That's 60% off.
There's some mangoes thrown in there.
Wow. When I go to new releases, it's like nothing but mangoes. I don't know. I'm not a mango buyer, but wow, there's a lot of manga for sale.
Cal Crowley. I've heard that's pretty good.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah. That's David Desmalchi.
Yeah, this is volume 3. I've read all 3. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun. That guy knows how to write too.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. He really is. Ooh, the complete year of the villain portraits. 60% off. That'd be good if it was all art germ.
The Dazzler Omnibus. Nobody asked for it, but it's 60% off.
How dare you? That's what I actually. Oh no! Here's what nobody asked for: the Dark Web Omnibus. Oh, I think I got sent that by a certain other company where the proprietor does not currently read comics, and the Brave and the Boys jammed him up for sending it to me because I was like, "What the hell am I supposed to do with this? You really want me to do an overview on this?"
It's a punishment read. That's not something.
Yeah, that was strictly an overview. I did not read that thing.
Dazzler Omnibus. This is Tom DeFalco, John Romita. Oh, John Romita Jr. Well, I mean, what year John Romita Jr. is this?
It's good John Romita Jr., I think.
Oh, this is the 80s. Okay. 70s? Might be 70, I think.
Or presents the entire 1980s Dazzler run in a single massive oversized omnibus. That $60? It was $150? Good heavens.
That's Disco Dazzler.
It is. Yeah. Oh, Dick Tracy. This is supposed to be good. Not available. Well, what the hell? Damn it. Omar was just going on about how great it was. That probably helped sell it out. So as you can see, lots of... Oh, and there's the Fantastic Four that Brian was telling us about. 75% off. Wow. Oh, and the really cool cover is also 65% off. I'd spend the under extra $10 to get this cover.
I like that one better. Yeah.
Hard Traveling Heroes, 50% off. That's 60% off. That's good. Wow. Yeah. So lots of stuff here. Mortal Hulk. Okay.
I Hate Fairyland, Volume 5. I need to finish that. That started out really well. It was fun.
Yeah, I read it so long ago. That was like a pre-pandemic read for me.
Yeah. It's been a while.
So yeah, lots of stuff. Um, that is a good question, Jewish Dragons. That also is in the other room. I think. I think. Oh wait, Morrison only wrote the first 26 of Animal Man. Okay, then Milligan took over. Okay, thank you.
Thank
So
you.
that is the whole Animal Man run.
It's been a long time since I've read that. Thank you.
Yeah, that DC Style Guide is an amazing price for a piece of comics history. This one, this was out of print, so the fact that it's already 55% off, I'm surprised at that because people really wanted that. No, I can guarantee you upper management knows even less about snow bunnies than I do.
What a question. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know why I highlighted that.
Oh,
Oh, I wonder if Dom and Omar got their Switch 2 pre-orders.
I didn't. I was mad.
Oh, you were in line on GameStop or everywhere?
Okay, I had the shot at doing it because I was like, okay, I've got two choices really. I could do it either at Target because Target will allow me to do PayPal split payment with PayPal. They do like
Mhm.
you do it in chunks, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm already approved for it. I could go ahead and do that. That's not an issue. And Amazon was my other choice because I've got the Amazon credit card. And I'm like, okay, well, no big deal. I'll put it on the Amazon credit card, pay it in like 2 months, and be done
Oh,
with
but
it.
they're battling with Nintendo. They don't even carry it.
They haven't released pre-orders on it. I didn't know that until
Oh.
sometime today.
Oh no.
So I tried my luck with Walmart, and this was like at midnight on this is Wednesday. It was like midnight Wednesday, Thursday morning, whenever
Yeah.
midnight was. And I went on Walmart.com and I was actually able to load it into my cart. I could have checked out. And when I tell you, I hovered over that payment button for like 5 minutes going,
Oh.
I could put this on this card. I could put it here, but I was like, is the tongue lashing I'm going to get from my wife the
Yeah.
next morning of why the hell there was a $500 charge on this card or why was it taken out of this account worth it? And then I decided, you know what? I want to live peacefully for the next week. So I'm just going to go ahead and not do that and I'll just get it
Oh.
later.
You even
That's
had it in your cart. Wow.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I was this close from pulling the trigger, but I was like, you know what they call this? Character growth. Okay. So I back and I was like, okay, I'll just wait because there's really nothing coming out on release day that I really want. I'll wait a few months if I have to. Now, if it pops up on Amazon and I get the chance, yeah, I'll go ahead and grab it. But outside of that, I could wait.
From what I heard Wednesday night, because Dom of X was amping out over wanting to get it so badly, Amazon doesn't have a relationship with Nintendo like at all. They won't be carrying it.
I
So
don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's
don't
happening.
if you really want it, I think like GameStop and Walmart, those places are the place to do it. Oh, Rom Costco cover is also on
There you
sale.
go.
Nice. Here's Rodimus. How are you feeling, buddy? Good to see you. I know the pain there. I just bought Dead Man Omni a week before it went on sale. Lou Dazzler next to Maginaut. Dazzler is really is good fun. Marvel is some of its most virtuously unserious. Oh, Dom got one. Good. He was
Good, man.
flipping out. Poor kid.
So I'm
I'm
gonna put
glad he
this out there. If anybody can get me one and we can figure something out, just let me know. If anybody's got an extra out there, let me know. We can work something out.
You sound like a smart guy, Lou.
Well, it's taken a lot of years of me fucking up.
Oh, you learned earlier than I did.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah. You've only been married a few years and you've already learned that. It took me a
yeah.
much longer. Here's Harvey Picar's ghost. Hey now.
How's it going? Yes, but they wouldn't let me do a payment thing where I split it into a monthly payments. I could do that for some reason on Target, but when I tried it with Walmart, it wasn't working.
And this is what Lou was thinking. I'll just wait. Yeah, why pre-order that as I will just wait?
There's nothing great on it for release. The only thing they've got coming out on release date that I want is Mario Kart, and I can wait on Mario Kart. I'll just wait. It's fine. Within about 3 months of it being released, I'll be able to just walk into a Best Buy or a Walmart, or I'll be able to get one pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure.
Well, this is coming from another a Puerto Rican person. So, woof. Okay.
Yeah. And she's Cuban. She wouldn't know. No, it wouldn't be worth it, honestly. The ear pulling and the like I said, tongue lashing I would get for about a week.
You're pulling like a little kid.
It's just not worth it. Honest to God, I want to live in peace. I am choosing peace in my life.
Good choice. That was the last console I stood in line for, Doc Elevator. And I stood in line for my sister-in-law, not even for me. I had to stand in line for my sister-in-law on orders of upper management. And I ended up getting one, but I didn't even get it till like 4 months later. But it did earn me an awful lot of upper management points, so it was fair. Choosing not to shop at Bozos or Target has actually helped me not spend frivolously, at least on things other than comics. Yeah, I just bought an $8 cable at Bozos, so that wasn't too bad. And there's no Radio Shack anymore, so there's no place where could I get RCA cables anyway? Home Depot? Maybe. I was Brian was saying he doesn't shop at the Bozo site or Target anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Best Buy, I got to leave the house. I got to drive 45 minutes to get to Best Buy. No, I'm spending my money. I'm spending that $8 at the Bozo site. Just bring it to my house. I needed RCA cables because of a Bozo's problem.
Have you been to Best Buy lately? It is a ghost town.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to go there weekly to check out the new releases for DVDs and stuff like that. But they don't carry them anymore. And the last time I went there was probably about a month ago to pick up this new tablet that I've got. It was dead. It was completely dead. There was probably, I would say, maybe 10 employees working that whole store. And it's a big store, but it was dead. Nobody was there. Everybody's just standing around.
Wow. Because it used to be a hopping place, I remember.
Oh, Best Buy in the 90s, you would go in there and there would be a lot of people in the early 2000s as well.
Yeah, I remember I remember before the pandemic, when that was the only place you could really find 4Ks. I found a couple of 4Ks for Ryan Sace from Wales, and because they were too hard to find he couldn't get them in Wales because he's infirm and Amazon Wales didn't carry him or something. So, but I mean, I bought them ahead of time, but I still had to stand in line. I mean, I still had to stand in line. Now I'm thinking of Best Buy where I bought my sound bar. Where did I buy it? What? Okay, I can picture that. Yeah, that's 40 minutes away where I got my sound bar for the TV because I knew we were not going to be able to put in surround sound for here. But that was That must have been before they stopped carrying DVDs.
Yeah,
This was
well, I
crowded.
mean, retail stores in general, it doesn't seem, with the advent of Amazon and with the advent of all these online retailers that are like, yeah, we'll get you your stuff in about 2 days if you want, and if you want to pay the extra or if you have a subscription service. I think a lot of big box retail stores are feeling it these days. I mean, I don't know. I haven't worked retail in got to be close to 14, 15 years, knock on wood. And I wonder just how they're doing in general, how a lot of these places are. If you're not a boutique store, like a comic book store that has a dedicated audience or something like that, if we're talking about something like a Best Buy or hell, a Sears, I think Sears is closing most of their places down too. What what incentives? Those department stores, they're kind of going the way of the dodo with the online thing, you know?
Yeah, I'll tell you what else is going out of getting closed is bank branches. We had,
Really?
yeah, we had two really convenient Wells Fargo branches close to us, and they both just closed in March. Just
Mm,
boom,
yeah.
closed them. There's still one
Yeah.
around, but I have to admit, not having a safe deposit box there anymore and only going to the ATM for cash once every 6 months because or whenever I get my haircut.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't. I guess there's people doing online banking, not using cash. There's less use for banks, which really shocked me.
It's yeah, it's weird what's going on right now. We are living in really weird times where it's everybody seemingly is going online, and it seems like we were headed that way, but with COVID, it exacerbated the whole thing, and it's just like it hit fast forward on everything. I can't tell you the last time I set foot in Walmart. Thank God, I don't ever want to set foot in a Walmart again. Because well, so the only we order a lot. We order sometimes from Walmart, but the only real reason we order from Walmart is because I have the Walmart Plus thing, and I looped it into I think it's Paramount. So I get Walmart Plus and I get Paramount for free. It's added on to it. So we're like, that's a great deal. Let's take advantage of it. And when we order groceries, we get same day delivery pretty much for free on our groceries. So they just bring it to the house.
uh, Drugstores. Well, you got to have pharmacies, don't you? To get your well, I don't know. I guess you could do prescription. I do have choices for prescriptions mail order. Even pain meds they will send mail order. Now that I'm thinking of it, I've never, but I'm trying to think about pain meds mail order because that's the only thing I was worried about. I'm like,
I'm still here. Give me a second.
okay, I was because when I need them like that minute. So I got to go to a pharmacy. Um, huh? No drugstores. I'm just thinking of the pharmacy part. The other stuff, I guess you can get all that stuff online. Wow. My town just closed 2 GameStops and now we only have one left. Uh yes, the advent of COVID undeniably accelerated a host of otherwise more slowly moving economic processes by anywhere from a few to 10 years within the span of 5 years. Walmart online shipping is quicker than Bozos for me. If I absolutely need something quickly that can't be bought in a physical store, not that Wally World is a business I'm enthusiastic to support. Yeah. But actually, here's something in your wheelhouse from Next Imaginaut.
Mm,
Lou, unrelatedly, would you happen to have any recommendations for power line conditioners or surge protectors? Finally got a new TV, Sony Bravia 8 OLED, and am only slowly piecing together the new entertainment system from scratch.
nice, man. No, I really don't have any recommendations. I'm in the same boat as you. Once we eventually move out of here sometime this year, hopefully. I'm gonna be in the market for an upgrade because this model's it's great. It's still going strong, but it's approaching about 4 years, so I'm gonna be upgrading this one soon.
I still have a TV that's over 10 years old.
I,
It's a
I
flat.
typically like to upgrade about every 5 years, so I get a good amount of time out of it.
Yeah, well, you watch your TV way more than I do. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
watch movies constantly compared. I mean, just in general, you watch movies constantly. Um, so yeah, I can see that. That's about the timeline I'd give to my laptops and my phones. Usually
Hmm.
about 4 years.
Well, yeah, we talked about this a few weeks ago. I just upgraded all our phones. I took advantage of AT&T when with the whole mess of what's going on with tariffs and stuff like that. I told my wife, I'm like, let's just do it. We bite the bullet. Let's upgrade everybody, and we're good for the next few years.
And you know why that worked for me? Because it was upper management's idea. It didn't come from me. It was her idea. Micro Center recently, and it was busy. Almost made me want to build a gaming PC. Some of those rigs are seriously badass. Wait, what was I gonna? I had something. Oh, regarding CD, DVD players. This is my luck with, and I know there's a reason for this. I I think I'm. Oh no, I was talking to Munin in OmniDog's Discord. Munin is from the Netherlands, and I I decided for my birthday this year I wanted a CD player in for the home because
Nice.
I just not in my car that much anymore to listen to CDs, and I listen to Sirius XM mostly or stream. So I got 3 in a row from the Bozo site. Good ones, Yamaha ones. They
Nice.
were all busted. They would not
What?
they would not work on my CDs.
Oh.
So I said they're skipping in the same place. That is so weird. So I took like 3 to my car and I said, well, they're playing here.
Yeah.
And then I talked to Jake, who from the Brave and the Boys, who sold me all my audio equipment. And he said, try putting it in your DVD player. And so I did, and I said it works fine there. And so I am about to take back my 3rd CD player, and these things aren't cheap anymore. They're pricey.
Yeah.
I'm about to ship it back again to Amazon. And I am taking the CD DVD player, which is like a 1080p upscaler that I had down here with my PS5. And I'm like, I don't, what movies do I watch down here? I'm just going to use it. And I played my CD in it and it worked fine. It worked perfectly and it hooks up perfectly. That's what I need the RCA cables for, to hook it up to my receiver in the speakers. But so I said to upper management, hey, I solved the problem and we're saving money. It's free. And she goes, well, that's awesome. And I said, but I have my eye on something else. I am thinking. She's like, no. And I was like, yeah, I still want something for my birthday from last month. And I think it's because the Bozo site doesn't pack. I mean, it just comes in the box. Like they just slap a label on the CD player and they
Yeah.
ship it that way. And I know they get shipped that way, but in big pallets, so everything's tightly fit and stuff. And so it has to go through the postal system or UPS or whatever. And the things get jostled around. And I just don't. I think that's the issue. Why I got 3 in a row. The first one was a different brand, and I tried to choose a different one, but I just said, F this. I'll use this DVD player. It's going to be the best thing.
Well, hey, I mean, so that's the thing with Amazon, right? Is you're paying for that convenience of like 2-day shipping and everything like that. But you're also running the risk. Look, these workers are not paid the best, right? And their hours are horrible, and a lot of their working conditions are terrible. So to expect premium quality packaging on everything you order from them, I kind of get it, you know. They're trying to meet so many demands that they probably like, yeah,
Yeah.
just throw it in the box, throw some like little bubble wrap on it, and off it
But
goes.
but this would have benefited if it was stuck in a box, another
Yeah,
box. It was just a
yeah.
label on the DVD player itself. Like, wait a minute. Everything Jake shipped me came in a huge box with packing popcorn around it. And I know that's why that stuff works.
Yeah.
Oh, Jewish Dragons being a nice guy again. Jess, I bought the Dazzler bus a minute ago. All right. If you want one of my Dazzler Masterworks, I'll send it. I thought you said you needed volume 4. At any rate, let me know. Well, let's go into the other room.
See, I'm kind of funny like that with so with physical media, I'm all about having physical media for movies still because there is a difference. Video games, I'm digital because I just can't have this. I don't have the room, and there's really no
Yeah.
difference of me downloading it on a hard drive and everything like that. Other than the fact I really don't own it, I'm paying for the license.
Right.
Books, after the chicanery and all the weird stuff that's been going on with Kindle, I've just been buying my books physically just because I want to own a copy of that. And there's been just weird stuff happening to books in general over the last few years, especially here in the state of Florida. So I really want to own certain copies of certain books, so I've got books for that.
Oh, you mean like books being put on the banned list and stuff?
Yeah, the stupid stuff like that. Exactly.
Crikey.
Yeah, we are a state run by an idiot. And yeah, so I've really wanted to preserve certain things. Now, comics, I'm still digital. It's all about convenience. It's about convenience and room in a lot of different ways. So
I think I need volume 4. Let me check. Double check. Double check. Jewish Dragons, thank you for the kind offer. Let me see.
Yeah, I do. It's number 4 I need. That's very kind of you, Jewish Dragons. Thank you.
I had just checked 1, 2, and 3.
I have.
That's very kind of you, Jewish Dragons. Thank you.
that's sweet.
It's a good guy. Good guy award.
Okay. Anything else I want to show? I said in the thumbnail that today was recent reads and weird mail.
Oh, weird mail.
The mail. So Patty in Mexico got a text from the people that bought our old house that I had a FedEx package that got sent to our old address where we haven't lived for over 2 years. I said, "Oh, okay, I'll go by and pick it up." And it was they said it was from RCA Records. First of all, I didn't even know RCA Records still existed.
Right.
And I'm like, what? RCA Records, why would they FedEx me anything? And I got there and it was this tiny envelope. And I couldn't wait till I got home. I opened it up and it's flower seeds.
What?
What the hell is this?
Who sent you flower seeds?
Somebody from RCA Records FedExed them. Wait, maybe it's heroin, really. Wait a sec. No, it's flower seeds.
And those aren't even the ones you can eat.
No, I think those are nasturtium seeds, morning glory seeds. Yeah, they sent. What the hell? Why would it? That to me, that is just the weirdest thing and that I've ever gotten in the mail. FedEx. Somebody paid money to FedEx me. I have no relationship with RCA Records at all. I don't know anyone. I don't even know anyone that lives in LA hardly anymore.
Maybe somebody's trying to send you a subtle. How's your front lawn? How's your front lawn looking?
But
Is it a
why
little rough?
RCA Records?
Is it a little rough? Your front lawn got a few weeds in there, plants dying. What's going on, man? You know?
Uh, it's all a big mulch bed where Patty grows like uh, I think there are flowers in there, azaleas and some other flowers are there, something like that.
Okay, do you have an HOA? How about that?
But yeah, but the HOA knows my address here.
Okay, here's what I'm getting at. Maybe the HOA is trying to send you a subtle hint of like, spruce it up a little bit. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
But
That's a passive
RCA
aggressive
Records
way.
it came from.
It's a passive aggressive way for the HOA to go fix your lawn. Or I don't know, man.
Oh, here's Nick Nunez. We haven't seen you in forever. How's it going, Nick? Good to see you.
Are you a gardener or is Patty the gardener?
Patty is.
Patty's a gardener.
Yeah. Here's the answer to a surge protector. Anchor and NXT are my trusted surge protector brands. Well, you haven't been here in 5 years, Nick. I mean, we could give you the banhammer back.
He's no longer a mod. It's been too long.
No, aren't you like full-fledged professional and everything? Married, children, the whole thing? You're not our little law school student that you used to be.
That's right. He's
all grown up.
Lawyer. He's all grown up. He's a big-time lawyer, man, making big-time bucks.
Yeah.
I think.
Thanks for your input regardless, and all the best with your big migration later this year. Yeah, especially with that coming up, I think you were wise not to drop 500 to 600. I mean, yeah, you were smart.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's Kane. Welcome, Kane. Walmart is my Niagara Falls. Same. Slowly I turn.
If I don't have to walk into it, I'm fine with Walmart. But it's when I have to walk into Walmart and I'm just.
Oh. It's like when my mom used to take me into Macy's when I was 8. All of the energy would just drain from my body, and I'd just go limp on the floor. Mom, don't make me go in here. That's like Walmart for me.
I don't want to have to hang out with the poors, Jess. Come on. That was a joke. That was a joke. Before somebody out there takes offense to it, it was a bad joke. Okay, I have nothing against Walmart.
Oh, Harvey, you're a gambler, man. I bought Walmart options as soon as the Walmart Plus. What is Walmart Plus? Is that like free
Walmart
shipping?
Plus, yeah, it's free shipping, free same-day delivery, and they wrap in the whole Paramount Plus into it as well.
It came out and they kept delaying the rollout until right after your options expired, and I missed out on thousands in profit. Wow.
Look, Cycle Cleveland is going to start betting on the weather soon using an app. Okay, that's where we're at. Okay, like, will it be sunny? He's going to put $10 down on that, and you can't do that now. I think there are apps out there that you can bet on the weather.
Yeah, I know. College hoops is over, so I don't know what he's going to have to wait for college football. Fifth of Jack, welcome. Amazon bugs the crap out of me with how horribly they don't pack. I got a tablet and a router where they just slap a shipping label on it. Yep. I have done this. Have you gone in the rabbit hole of ripping lossless FLAC audios from your CDs? I have a ton of ripped albums on my phone for music that isn't on Spoofy. Yeah, I do. I don't think I have any on my phone. I used to have a bunch on my laptop. But I don't know. I don't know. I better find that West Side Story CD because the Bozos music site that I subscribe to just took it off. Doug, how's it going? I've checked my my CDs, and they're all fine. If it were ever possible due to delivery condition, but for what it's worth, loose hack of coupling delicate objects with toilet paper has yet to fail since I've begun employing it. Well, yeah, but how does that help me getting things from Amazon? Uh, is Oh, I see what you're saying. You okay? So you'll order toilet paper and a CD player, say, and they'll hopefully stick your CD player between the two packages of toilet paper.
That's not a bad idea.
Ah, okay.
That's not bad.
So buy my movies, CDs, books, and games physically.
That'd be some shit though. If the toilet paper they send it in 2 separate boxes, and the
I
toilet
know.
paper is more padded than the CD player.
Yeah. Got Walmart Plus during Black Friday, $49 now. About 60% of my online orders arrive same day. Delivery driver use their own vehicle.
I love Walmart Plus. In all honesty, I really do. It's just really convenient for us. And within, you've scheduled the time. Jesus, I sound like I'm making an advertisement for this. But it's true. No, you just schedule the time and they'll deliver it between that time. We've never had a problem with deliveries or anything like that. And it gets sent right to our door. We love it. We use it a lot.
My specific recommendation, a 9-roll pack of Charmin Ultra, which is $10.
Wow.
It's
not a bad
idea. I hadn't, if I hadn't discovered my DVD player, I might have been, you could have talked me into it, but I have a feeling after sending 3 back, they're going to be looking for me now. I just asked for my money back this time.
You could just set foot into a Best Buy, man. I don't know if you got a BrandsMart where you live, if that's a thing, a Best Buy, BrandsMart.
There's a Best Buy, but I'm going to use the CD DVD player. That DVD player is from like when Blu-rays first came out. It's a 1080p upscaler. Yeah. I'm using it on my 2014 flat screen TV down here. Yeah. And I hardly ever watch anything on it. So I'm just going to use the CD player from there. But
yeah, that's the thing. That's a very real thing though. Most young people these days, they don't care how they consume their content. It's on a tablet, a cell phone, or whatever. They're happy with what they have versus my millennial ass where I'm like, but big TV, go big boom. I want big TV. So,
yeah. Yeah, you'd think it was going to be good, right, Harvey? I did not get a box from Harvey Picard. No, RCA, you'd think it would be interesting. Harvey does not own a single movie or TV show digitally. Jewish Dragons giving flowers to Harvey and Kane. I think I still owe RCA Records some cassette tapes I never bought. Don't plant the flower seeds. I just think it's an odd thing. Can you grow LP with the seeds? Yeah. Is that you, Nick? Are you a lawyer for RCA Records and you sent me these? No, see, that's a funny joke. If that was true, that'd be great. But otherwise, what is this? Who would spend the money on FedExing something? I mean, that is just so odd to me.
You're gonna get some random fan on your stream that goes, "Oh, good, he got my seeds," or something like that.
Let's see. Wait. I'm a child of the 90s. I will own my crap. Context, take it for what you will. Totally appreciate that sentiment, Kane. I love physical stuff, but ran out of room. The answer is get a bigger house.
Bingo. Jess did it. It almost killed him to get to move, though. That move was tough on you, man.
Yeah, downsizing. I'm still selling some stuff. that extra storage space we had ended up being like my demise. It's crazy what I still have.
Did you have to get rid of the pinball machine though, man? Ugh.
Sorry?
Did you have to get rid of the pinball machine?
There was no place for it here.
Man, that one hurt me. Oh man, that hurt me. Jeez.
Wait. Aku, hey, Land Shark Plus. Where did I get this? James,
I'll be back. I have to check something real quick. Sorry.
Okay, James, where did I get this? I don't remember. I feel like, I know Dom just got one, so I know they're still in stock wherever they are. But like your comic, do you have a local? I don't think I ordered it on the Bozo site. Yeah, Harvey would definitely throw down some dosh on it. Oh no, and will not admit to whether or not I've been playing online Texas Hold'em. Oh, Harvey. Speaking of Harvey, I just found this book and it was misplaced. It needs to go into the American Splendor section. I'm still getting organized, apparently. OmniBros Vault. The seeds may actually be part of a brushing scam to trick recipients into planting invasive species or some online review boosting scam. Is the mailing address from within the U.S.? Yeah, it was from RCA Records in Culver City. Why invasive species? What would be the point of that, though? I mean, you just to be jerks? Is that a brushing scam? Okay, snow buddies and brushing. I don't know these things. What's a brushing scam? To trick recipients into planting invasive species or some online boosting scam. But the mailing address was from the U.S. It was from Culver City, L.A., California.
Jesus.
I forgot about Best Buy. That really should have been what I did, but I ended up using what I got, and now I'm going to get a subwoofer.
Nice.
I need to tell upper management that will be birthday. That will be birthday and Father's Day.
I love that. I'm gonna get this. I have to tell the wife first, though. That's something that I'm learning, and I've learned the hard way. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I gotta let the wife know first before it shows up to the house. Oh man, because that's bitten me in the ass a few
forgot
times.
all about Best Buy. That yeah.
Oh man. Hey, I've got quite a few reads, and we're kind of getting into an hour of this. If you don't mind, you want to just jump right into it? Because I've read quite a few things this week that I want to share.
Oh, wait. I realized I meant I don't own a single movie or TV show physically, but said digitally. What are you? I also don't own a single movie or TV. You don't own anything, it sounds like. Just make sure the TP and item in question can, by all appearances, be shipped together and your odds. That's pretty smart, Next Imaginaut. That's really smart. Yeah, go right ahead. What have you been reading, Lou? I just wanted to get these seeds at my weird mail. I like mail from Harvey. It may be odd, but it's from the heart.
Yeah.
But what the hell?
The first thing I want to highlight is I started reading, and this was due to our patrons, Batman Dark Patterns. Have you read this yet?
Oh, I just heard the aforementioned Sean from Comic Pals talking about it in
Yeah.
its single issues. He was raving about it, like Dark
Yeah.
Knight Returns type of greatness.
This is so I don't know if this is an ongoing or if it's a mini series or anything like that, but I read the first arc, which is only the first 3 issues of this. It's written by Dan Waters and art by Hayden Sherman. And
Yeah.
good lord, this is very good. This is like best of the year material good. And my lord, so I've kind of been burned out a little bit on the Batman stuff. I thought Absolute Batman was fun for about the first 4 issues, and then it fell off for me. I'm only 3 issues in, but man, it seems like these are just stories. Now I don't know if they're interconnected because I've only read the first arc and it's 3 issues. These are small stories about Batman, and I think this is his third year as being Batman. And the first arc involves this new villain who is killing all these people that they have connections to Ace chemical plants. And the big hook is that the villain Batman is fighting, Batman cannot physically touch him because he's covered in all these pins and all these pipes and all these
Oh,
that he's inserted into his body. And if literally Batman even flicks him, he could kill him. So Batman kind of has to find a way around that, and he has to find out how the circumstances that this poor man is in, because you end up finding out what they are, and you end up finding out, oh, this is actually more of a victim than anything else. This guy, what those circumstances are, how it's tied in, and well, I'm not going to get into too many details, but regardless, this is great. This is really, really strong stuff. I've never really read anything by Dan Waters, and I think this is my first time seeing something from Hayden Sherman's art.
that art is supposed to be spectacular.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's gorgeous. I especially love the fact because they use the yellow and black bat symbol, the one that's from Batman '89. That's my favorite bat symbol. Yeah, this is really, really good stuff, man. It does have vibes of, I wouldn't even say necessarily vibes of the Dark Knight. This seems more like it's got a similar vibe to Long Halloween almost. Yeah, I'm very, very much excited for this. I'm gonna keep reading it, and I really want to see where the rest of this goes. But man, early on, can anybody tell me if this is an ongoing or if this is a miniseries?
I think Sean said it was an ongoing for 12 books.
Yeah.
And that Hayden Sherman's also drawing something else, maybe one of the Absolute books. And Dan Waters is writing all of it. And I'm kind of like you. I've just now recently been hip to the fact that Dan Waters is a really great writer.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's great in this.
He and Ram V wrote One Hand and Six Fingers, where one writes the detective part and the other writes the killer's part, and they hopscotch. I mean, they go one after the other for 6 issues or something. And I've read something else by Dan Waters recently. He's really a good writer. So I think that Hayden Sherman said he's going to do the whole thing.
Right.
And that it's going to be 12 issues.
So genuinely what I'm impressed the most about is that Batman is such a malleable character just by his very nature. It could be goofy, it could be fun, it could be super dark, it could be a horror story, what have you. There is a genuine mystery here. There's and it's a pretty intriguing mystery for the 3 issues that I've read, where you've got this villain who's a very physical fighter. He uses a lot of his brawn to kind of, beat people up and finish a villain. And how can Batman overcome this where he cannot physically touch this person, or else he will kill this person who is killing a bunch of other people that are tied into this whole situation involving Ace chemical plants?
So the guy has stuff coming out of him that it's not going to hurt Batman. It's going to hurt the villain.
Yeah, here.
So he wants to. So he wants to try and defeat him.
Let me
without touching him, because that'll. Okay, I didn't pick up on that. Oh, whoa! Let me highlight you.
He's got pins. He's got needles. He's got reverb. He's got all this stuff. Those are all pins. All that metal and stuff
He's
like
like
that.
Pinhead.
Right, and if he touches them, because they are all strategically placed around his body. So if Batman even like flicks him, it could kill him.
Whoa! What's going on in his skull and his eyes and stuff? Man, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Sean was very high on that book. And I think Dom was too. They both still read singles a lot.
Wait, Hayden Sherman is that the artist of Absolute Wonder Woman?
I think so.
Is it? No.
Oh, for what?
That's not the same artist. For Absolute Wonder Woman, is it?
I think he's doing an Absolute. Wait, let me see what the comments are. I'm way behind. Hayden Sherman is also doing Absolute Wonder Woman. Thank you, Brian.
He is. Wow. I just caught that. And I love that book. I'm going to talk about that book later. So I don't know how Hayden Sherman works. I don't know if he sleeps at all because
Brian says, I think all 12 issues were already written and it was on hold for a bit.
So Hayden Sherman just doesn't sleep. Okay. Yeah, got it. He is Hayden Sherman, you are currently writing probably my two favorite books of the year. Drawing my two favorite books of the year. Yeah, Jess, you need to read this. I'm somebody that I'm tired of the Batman stuff for the most part, and even I was like, oh, this is good. This is very, very good. I think you're gonna enjoy it when you get it.
Okay. Wait a sec. Each arc is 3 issues. Dark Patterns is amazing. Best Batman so far for me. 12 issues, yeah. James Batman, Dark Pattern, best Batman in years.
It's very good.
There's at least one voicemail if you have time for them tonight. Okay. I need my subs to be properly woofed. Yeah. So I don't want to. I know Lou wants to talk about his reads, but I am still puzzled as to why somebody would send me this.
It is like your supervillain. You're just gonna keep getting random plants showing up at your door. Next week is gonna be like a whole thing of morning glories that are already pre-potted and stuff like that.
Wow.
2 weeks from now, you're gonna get an orange tree just randomly showing up on your front lawn.
Oh, thank you. I knew James would know. I got Jeff the Land Shark at Entertainment Earth, but he said Jeff is now showing up at some comic stores, Aku. And D.H. McAdams, yes, I did order Jimmy Olsen as the Kaiju Turtle Superman family. I keep planning to mail just Indie Comics box number 2, but things keep coming out. You want to add to it. Oh, the way Jess keeps bragging about his diet, some things in the box might not fit by the time I send it. What? Gonna start door dashing junk food. Okay. Dan Waters is Nightwing now. Well, wow.
It might be worth picking up and checking out.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Have you read anything in the last few days or anything?
I read this Wednesday night, The Outsiders.
Nice. How is that?
It's really, really good. It's it has Luke Fox. His father is extremely wealthy. So this is in canon. I'm not up to speed on Batman completely. I'm only halfway through the Tiny Onion Batman Omni, but I forget Lucius Fox is like a billionaire at this point, and so Luke Fox is using the money at the behest of his father to recruit a team to a universe of secrets is about to come to light. Batman protects Gotham City. Batman, blah, blah, blah. What about the ancient evils and hidden tombs and forgotten tragedies from a magic and mad science fueled superheroic century? So it's like an extension of Planetary.
Cool.
Because you've got the drummer right here, only the drummer is a woman as opposed to the drummer in the original Planetary.
Yeah.
There is a carrier involved in this, just like in Planetary. There's also they try to resolve things with the idea is they want to learn and sort of catalog all these things that are unusual that are happening. Like in the second arc, the Challengers of the Unknown, they meet them at like the bottom of the sea because something crazy is happening at the bottom of the sea. The Challengers of the Unknown want to kill the creature, but the Outsiders they've figured out how to save it and what exactly is going on with it. And so they're trying to resolve things and just study them and identify them and find out what's going on with them. And one of the things that they do find is like a carrier that like was in Planetary. And one of the things, let's see, there's about 4 different stories here that are really good. They go through a portal, both Luke and Batwoman, and they're like alternate world. They're in alternate worlds. The one that Batwoman goes into is all existing possible Batwomen.
That's cool.
And Luke goes into all existing types of universe of Batman. And they got to figure out what these guys are up to, and why is somebody trying to destroy all these universes, all these universal Batwomen and Batmen. And so that's cool. There's like 4 stories in this, and they're all really good. This is by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. I hope this thing's selling well because it's really interesting. The last panel on the last page is especially meta and intriguing. I can't show it because that would ruin it. But it's really, really good.
That's cool, man. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think my wife fell asleep putting our child to sleep, so I'm going to try to wake her up a little bit. Give me a second.
Oh, are you sure?
I think she fell asleep putting the baby to sleep. Give me a minute.
Okay.
That's a household rule in the house is if we fall asleep putting the child to sleep, you got to wake us up. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Fair.
So if you want, go again, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, let's see. I read The Second World's Finest. I reread this just so I knew what was going on. This was awesome. This is volume 1, The Devil Mesha. Somebody can correct the way I'm saying it. And this one is Strange Visitor. It's also very well written by Mark Waid and well illustrated by Dan Mora, of course. And it involves kind of an alien visitor that becomes Superman's kind of ward, like Robin is to Batman. And here's Robin flirting with a woman from the bottle city of Kandor. It's pretty cute. But Robin gets the kid to join the Teen Titans, and it's really interesting. I haven't seen The Key. If I've seen The Key, it hasn't been for years, and it's. But if I have, I am not recognizing The Key. But he's the big bad, and along with another big bad, which is a little bit less interesting, but it's very well written, and I like that it's got Superman that has a ward like Robin is to Batman, and he's got the Visitor has a history, but it's kind of a troubled history of his planet. His planet exploded like Krypton, and he was sent away. But he has such immense power that Superman has to help him control the power, because he's not used to having this much power, and it can it can kill someone, and Superman doesn't want that to happen. So the art, of course, is great, and this is the second World's Finest book.
So good.
Yeah, Strange Visitor. And I really liked it a lot. This is the best. I've got 3 more World's Finest to read, and I am super excited about it.
That is pure Mark Waid, that book.
Yeah, it's great.
For me,
did you wake her up successfully, and is that what she wanted?
I'm waiting to see what the end result of it is. She might be walking out here in a minute, or she might just have fallen asleep, and that's either one is fine. I tried twice.
Okay.
So after that, I'm not trying again.
We're witnesses.
We are witnesses.
Oh, that's it. But Kane, that's a really fun book. I love that book. I read it in like 2 hours. It just zips by. It's so fun.
I also read Absolute Martian Manhunter, number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Yes, issue number 2.
And now who's writing that? Is that the Jeff Lemire run?
That is Jeff Lemire, yes.
Okay.
I was pretty mixed on the first issue, mainly because I had no clue what the heck was going on. It's a very weird book, but then I think about it and I'm like, yeah, this is Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire can kind of write really weird stuff at times.
Oh, yeah. Is Martian Manhunter a hockey player at all from Canada?
No.
That's kind of his signature.
It is. Is Jeff Lemire write this? Hold on. No, Dennis Camp wrote this.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Dennis Camp wrote this. Excuse me. Jeff Lemire is writing Absolute Flash. I've read that too. I read that as well today. Dennis Camp is writing this with art by Javier Rodriguez.
Oh,
this is a really, really weird book. It is absolutely not what I expected this would be as a Martian Manhunter story. And I think that's what caught me off guard with the first issue. With this second issue, I get a better idea of what exactly it is that he's going for, where in the first issue we find out John Jones, the human side and the alien side are 2 different beings, and they're inhabiting the same body. So it's not just he's a Martian and he looks like a human and he can shift his body. There are 2 beings in the same body.
Okay.
And this is an issue where we start getting more of a feel of like what this is going to be. And basically it's like the first issue insinuated, he's got a family, he's overworked, he doesn't really spend too much time with his family and stuff like that. He's a cop. And we find out that this Martian that's pretty much inhabited him is now slowly starting to give him his powers. It's starting to slowly start to let him go, okay, you can see things around you that you shouldn't be able to see, the feelings, the emotions, people's history, and stuff like that. How can we use this for good, and how can we use this to help mankind and better mankind? This particular one involves a shooting, a public shooting, which I thought that's really relevant in a way that made me feel a little uncomfortable. But I think that's the point of the book. I think that's the whole point of this story for this particular issue, is it's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. And how he goes about and solves the issue is a way that was ultimately kind of predictable, because I'm like, okay, there's only one way this issue is going to end with this situation, and it ends there. But we're also starting to see that I think this alien being that has inhabited John the human is starting to pick up on something, starting to learn about humanity and the more aggressive aspects of humanity, and is starting to worry that side of Martian Man. This is a weird book, okay? And unless I think you're reading it, the way I'm explaining it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I think you at least owe it to yourself to give it a shot. That's one of the things that I've really been liking about this Absolute line, is where you got really good writers and you've got really good artists, and they're taking pretty big swings on some of these books. And this is without a doubt probably the weirdest one. I'm in it. I'm in it for the next few issues to see where this goes, just because I'm really curious to see how this plays out. And not only that, Javier Rodriguez's art is stellar.
Oh, yeah.
It is stellar here.
I have one thing that I talked about the other day was Zatanna, and this has Javi Rodriguez art too. It's awesome.
Yeah, he's so good in this book.
It really is.
It's very psychedelic. It's very trippy, but man, is it a really, really fun ride all the way through. And the art, like I said, is gorgeous. You will not. I think this is going to be another one I think you're going to enjoy when you read it. But I'm going to let you know, you're probably going to read the first issue and go, I have no clue what the hell this book is, because that's how I felt.
Do you think it would read better in collected form?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Yes.
Okay.
In fact, I am toying with the idea of just kind of putting this on the back burner for a little bit and letting a few issues come out and then catching up with it, because I think once this is collected, I think it'll read much better.
Okay. Brian saying, I absolutely love the first issue of Manhunter. Got the second issue today. We'll be reading after the show. Doc Elevator reading the Green Arrow Omni, and don't let Batman Widening Gyre keep anyone from reading his super fun Green Arrow stuff. Yeah, I like Kevin Smith's Green Arrow. It's maybe a bit of a hot take. I'm not sure I really dig Phil Hester's art that much. And the whole omnibus is pretty much Phil Hester art.
How dare you, sir?
Well, I don't know. I liked the Absolute of it enough, but I think I gave it to somebody or something. I can't remember. I don't have it now, but I have the Omni.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to read the. I definitely want to read the Omni.
Nice.
What's up, YP? Okay, I knew I would upset somebody. There you go.
There it is.
Shocking. I have fish flies, but I have not. I didn't know Minor Arcana was collected already. I do want to read that though, because it's got to do with magic, and I love magic.
You do love your magic characters.
I do. Yeah.
Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm all caught up. 7 issues are out.
Oh, 7. Okay.
7 issues are out, and I still hold that I think this is the best book that's out on the stands that I'm reading. I love this book, and I know it's a broken record at this point, but I really do love this book. And I think everybody should be reading this book right now because it is so much fun. There's so much creativity behind it. And we've been speaking, and you and I personally have been speaking for years about just how goddamn talented Kelly Thompson is.
Oh.
And she still, I don't think, has gotten the recognition she deserves, because she is a fantastic writer, and this book just cements it even more for me. I continue to be impressed just how much she's playing around with the lore of Diana and how much she's changed things. And we get the origin here for her version of the lasso, and I love it. I truly, truly love the version of the lasso that they incorporate here. The power set is completely different, and how it works is completely different. And for me, Magic is really the most interesting when you have certain limitations and certain permutations on it, and when in certain ways there is a kind of a backwards to it where you do something and it'll reflect negatively on you, and that's kind of how this lasso works in this story. Yeah, this version of Wonder Woman is actually more a witch than a warrior. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna dig this. Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know. Nobody said that.
Yeah, they really drive it home on this in these last two issues that have come out, where she deals with a lot more magic. It's almost like Kelly Thompson said, yeah, the sword and sandal stuff is cool, but what if we throw in some really hardcore magic stuff and see how that plays along with it?
Holy guacamole. I can't wait to read this now.
I'm telling you, it's really cool, especially when you get into the design of her arm. You know how she has the tattoos on one arm. That's one of the design things of it. And how she got the tattoos and what they mean and their significance to that involving magic and everything. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, no, this is... I keep saying it, and I keep looking for a book that honestly I think is better than this, but I can't wait for you to... When's the first trade? The first trade's got to be out soon, or the first collected edition.
I feel like it's in August or September that the first 3 Absolute series are coming out in trade and standard hardcover.
Yeah, you need to put this at the top of your pull list because
okay.
Good. Man. So they're putting top talent on the book as far as art. So the book is normally drawn by Akira Sherman, right? We said his name earlier.
Hayden Sherman.
Thank you, Hayden Sherman. Issue 7 has a different artist on it, and it is
not Phil Hester.
Not Phil Hester.
Okay.
Latia de Eluis, and it is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous issue. Let me see if I can find some panels here. So this is the fill-in artist for just this issue. I don't know if that artist will be back.
Oh wow, that's already gorgeous.
So yeah, that's just that one issue. I don't know if that artist is going to be back. I've never heard of this artist before, but very, very talented.
Oh, very much so. Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, God, I love this book. I look forward to reading the new issue when it comes out every single month. And I hope it stays around for a very, very long time.
Doc admonishing me, Phil Hester did Gotham City Year 1, sir. Yeah, I know. And I enjoyed the story anyway. I loved the story anyway. This was one of my books of the year last year.
Is Phil Hester your John Romita Jr.?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I just don't love it like I know other people do. It's sort of chunky to me, and it conveyed Tom King's ideas really well in this particular book, but it's just, you know, it's kind of not my fave. But it's not to the point where he takes me out of the story or like John Romita Jr. No. I haven't tried this. I'm waiting for the giant book to be released. Doc not liking my comment. I get it. I've heard good things about Rook Exodus, though. Oof.
Yeah, that was oof.
Oof.
Oh Lord. Anything else you've been reading, man? You want to share with us?
I did talk about it on the Omar show, but I can talk about it really quick because I really enjoyed it. And this is the rabbit hole. I tend to go down. I read Birds of Prey, World Without End. This is also Kelly Thompson. This is book 2, and this is protect Barbara Gordon at all costs. Someone from the future is trying to kill Barbara Gordon, and the Birds of Prey in this book: Black Canary, Cassandra Cain, Big Barda, Sin, Megara, Meridian, Zealot, and Vixen. So it doesn't have Harley Quinn, and they've added the main. And I forgot who Sin Megara, Sin/Megara was. She was the whole. So after I read this, then I went back and I read this because this was the first one, and they were dealing with the fact that Sin, that's short for Cynthia, the adopted sister of Black Canary, was being held by the Amazons in this book, and there was a being, Megara, that wanted to possess her body and destroy Themyscira. Sin actually ended up being much stronger and worked a compromise with the being, and so now they're kind of a superpowered, sort of a, I guess it sounds like a similar thing to Martian Manhunter and John Jones.
Okay.
Where this being is now being used as a force of good with Sin, and they keep entering these pocket universes to try and find. Wait a sec. Was Batgirl? Barbara Gordon. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they purposely left her behind, and they keep going. The art is really cool because they keep going to these different pocket universes, so it's a little bit different than it's similar to Multiverse of Madness, where they show up in these different universes. They keep hopping from universe to universe with different art styles, trying to track down this killer that wants to kill Barbara Gordon. They end up at one point in like a Savage Land type place where they're all dressed in loincloths. And then the final one, they're in this cartoon world, and Big Bart is not happy about it because she says, cartoons are so violent. We shouldn't even be in this world. And it is very violent. And they run into Barbara Gordon there. The whole idea is to protect her. I don't want to give away too much of who has created the pocket universes. She goes along with them from pocket universe to pocket universe to try and escape the supervillain that's trying to kill all of them and specifically get at Barbara Gordon. Okay, yeah. There you go. There's your cheese. You found Birds of Prey confusing, huh, YP? I guess I sort of just gave over till the Multiverse of Madness type theme where they kept hopping, but I can see that there's a lot going on in this book, you know, because there's also people on Earth that are trying. There's the portals on Earth, and they're trying to decide what to do with that, and that's where Zealot is. And Constantine is also in this book, and it refers to Cassandra Cain as having gone to Spirit World. So that led me to read Spirit World, and this also has Constantine. Her name is Xanthe Zhao, and she can travel between the land of the dead and the land of the living.
Cool.
This is one of those We Are Legends books where everybody involved is of Asian descent. And Ram V also wrote one that I haven't got to yet. There's City Boy and Vigil. So since it referred to that in the Birds of Prey book, I said, well, now I got to know why Cassandra Cain was in Spirit World. And so this thing has even more going on in it than Birds of Prey 2, Brian. So I don't know. this does not benefit from a quick reading. You have to, because there's a lot of concepts here that also deal with I believe it's the Chinese belief in reincarnation, and what's happening in the afterlife, how it affects how the living and their remembrances for people that have passed away, how their remembrances keep people kind of alive in the afterlife, moving to be reincarnated, and what happens to people that aren't reincarnated. They just kind of become lost souls there. So there's a lot of concepts to deal with, but I found it really cool. I really enjoyed it, but there's a lot going on in this. And I will say it, I don't know if I'm going to have to read it again, like I do with everything else, but it benefits from a slower reading.
Okay.
To really absorb it all.
So she's doing a lot.
Okay, well, what do you want me to say? The Chinese religion that has to deal with reincarnation. What do you want from me, Harvey? It's a belief in reincarnation, is it not? And it's a book by Chinese people. What the fuck do you want from me?
So it sounds like the writers here are swinging pretty big. And there's a lot going on in these books.
Yeah. Her superpower is that she can take a piece of paper that she like origamis into a sword and then flicks her fingers and it becomes a giant sword. And she has a like a tubular pouch where she can keep pulling pieces of paper out and manipulating them. And then when she gets out of paper, then she's in trouble. So she's constantly got to restock. Ooh. So she has weapons that she can use on both planes.
Costco. She needs to go to Costco. Giant rolls of paper.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah,
really cool.
I'm gonna keep going on all my DC books because I want to read the other two We Are Legends books, and I gotta get caught up on World's Finest and Batman and Harley Quinn. Oh, I'm so far behind on Harley Quinn. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to catch up because I spent most of last year reading Krakoa, and so I'm trying to catch up on DC now.
Yeah, that was your big undertaking last year, and you got really deep into it for a while there.
Yeah, I finished it Inferno, and I still have more to go. I think it would have been called Destiny of X, and then I'll stop after that, and I'll get the Omni Fall of X, Rise of the House of X, or whatever it's called.
Rise of the Apartment of X. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I read also Absolute Flash #2. This is written by Jeff Lemire with art by Nick Robles. And this continues to be really fun. This is a really, really fun book. It's not the strongest title in the Absolute line that I've read so far, but it's still worth picking up, and I'm still enjoying it a lot. I really like that this is a different version of Wally West, a.k.a. the best Flash. Sorry, Jess.
Oh, my God. I should kick you right off.
It's okay. The truth hurts sometimes. So I like this version of Wally West, and basically he's being this is him coming into his powers, right? But this is kind of a situation where this version of Wally West, we're starting to discover that there might be a little bit of a Dr. Manhattan situation going on here where he can see different realities at once.
Ooh.
And how that's playing. Yeah. And how that's playing into him starting to try to develop his powers and everything like that. This whole issue is also kind of one giant chase where he's being chased by this new version of the Rogues Gallery where Captain Cold is really handsome in this book in an unnecessary way. That is a good looking dude, man.
Let's hang on. Oh, he's chiseled.
He's chiseled. He's a beefcake, man. Captain Cold's a good looking guy here. Yeah, and he's able to kind of see these different permutations and different things that are happening around him and what may happen in his life and how that's kind of playing into it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's not one of Jeff Lemire's stronger stuff, but it's still really fun. Plus,
It's only 2 issues so far?
Only 2 issues so far.
Okay.
Yeah. We get our first reveal and look at this universe's version of Gorilla Grodd, and they kind of swerve you a little bit. They do a little bit of a bait and switch, and I like it. It's pretty funny.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this was good.
I like the idea that he can see different realities.
He can see different versions. So there's one in particular panel where he's like, "What will I become? Will I in two?" So I'm paraphrasing, but in one reality, I become the savior, and in this one, I become the destroyer. And you see the page is split into 2 different panels, and you see what he can become and how that's going to play out. Barry Allen is in this.
Yay!
Yeah, they did a bit of a swerve on us on that first issue at the end of it, but he is in this, and what his role in it is actually pretty cool. I'm digging it. He's not Gorilla Grodd, for anybody out there wondering.
I sent a support email to RCA about the seeds. I'll update if they ever respond to me. I doubt they will. And this is James's rating of the Absolute Books: Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Superman, Batman. Oh, Green Lantern. Have you read that yet?
I have not. That is the one that I have not read yet. I still haven't.
Who's writing Absolute Gorilla Grodd? Who's writing Green Lantern? Is that no? That's not Jeremy Adams. He's doing regular Green Lantern. Who's
that is the one title I have. Well, that and Superman. I still haven't read Absolute Superman.
Oh, okay.
Absolute Gorilla Grodd. Wow, I was gonna type that in. Absolute Green Lantern.
Oh, Al Ewing is doing Green Lantern.
That is Al Ewing, which is probably means it's pretty good.
Yeah. How many issues is it on?
I think issue 2. I think only 1 issue is out. Issue 2 is about to come out, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's Matt's son. He's already got a funny profile. Comic Boy, you're welcome. I sent him a gift box of a ton of books. I'm glad you enjoyed the books. You're enjoying the books and stuff. I'm very happy that you got them all right. NFL dude, one-upping mod to the stars, James Abel. Absolute Green Lantern number 2, May 7th. Okay.
No, look, James is our there's no.
Oh yeah, he's our oracle.
No, he warned me last year. Hey man, your anniversary is next week, and I'm like, oh thanks, man, because I need to get a last minute gift to my wife. He was on top of it, so I appreciate him.
Is that you're not making that up?
No,
you are making.
No, I'm not.
You're not making that up.
I'm not making that up.
Wow.
Just I'm messing with you.
I believed it. He might know.
He might know. You're right.
Where I got Jeff the Land Shark, and I didn't know.
Yeah, that's.
I forgot. But Doc Elevator's okay with me now. Thank you, Doc. I don't know if Harvey's forgiven me yet. Has Ewing written anything on the level of that Hulk series he did? I think that's the last Marvel book I read.
I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. I think his absolute Jesus. I think his Immortal Hulk is probably going to be the crown jewel of everything he writes. I don't know how he tops it. I thought that book was awesome.
Boy, you might be right. I know that he was writing some stuff. Man, that was like 2018, Harvey. The Gang of Four. His Immortal Thor is pretty great. I feel like he did some Krakoa stuff too. Oh, Comic Boy, please tell your dad that I hope he feels better.
And look, and that's no disrespect. Al Ewing is a very, very talented writer, but that Immortal Hulk run is just goodness. It's just that good.
I haven't finished it.
Immortal Hulk. Yeah.
You should do a topic eventually comparing the Absolute Comics to DC's previous alternate reality attempts of All-Star and Earth One.
You know, I've never read anything else for Earth One. I never read I think we're the first two Earth One books. How many are there for Batman? The Jeff Johns stuff.
Batman has 3 books. Superman has 3 books. Wonder Woman has 3 books.
Okay.
Teen Titans has 2 books, but they are no longer in my possession.
That bad.
They were not good. They were by Jeff Lemire.
Yeah.
Teen Titans, not good.
I heard that.
Batman by
That's Johns.
and Frank was awesome.
I read the first one. I never read the other 2.
I
need to read the other 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Al Ewing. I love this book, Lars. You're right. We only find them when they're dead. I loved that book.
You read his Hulk, right? Or you
I haven't. I've only read the first oversized hardcover. I do need to get to it. Green Lantern Earth One is great. 2 volumes. Okay, 2 volumes. And Wonder Woman's by Grant Morrison and Yannick Paquette, and the art is great. And actually, I thought it was really great.
Okay, so it's not huffing paint, Grant Morrison.
No, it's really good. The Wonder Woman stuff is really good.
Okay.
Ewing wrote, X-Men Red and some other sci-fi minis during Krakoa. Is he getting an Omni of his X-Men NFL dude? Whoa, Juice Dragons is going there. Wally over Jay Garrick over Jesse Quick. Where the Barry over Zoom? What the heck?
Wow.
I don't even any of Wally's kids.
That is a slap in the face. Impulse over Bear. Impulse.
Max Mercury. Johnny Quick. I agree on Jesse Quick, but Johnny Quick? That's any of Wally's kids. John Myers. Barely above Zoom there. Wow.
I think the slap in the face is Impulse, honestly. He just wanted to dig that knife in a little bit more there.
Yeah, Impulse. I'm not a big fan of Impulse.
Well, he's got good taste because he's got Wally there, of course.
I love Jay Garrick and Jesse Quick, one of my first Bombshell statues.
Jay Garrick is awesome. I
respect the level of shade alone. Right? Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a pull. Ray Stevens, The Streak. That's from like 1975.
Jesus, man.
I was a freshman in high school when that thing was a fad.
Wait. What super pet has super speed? Does the Flash doesn't have a super pet, does he?
Not that. Yeah, Wally West.
Zing! I like that. That was good. That was really good.
Not that I know of. No, they can all fly. I don't think Beppo can fly.
Oh, damn it.
Streaky and Comet and Crypto can all fly. Maybe Beppo can fly.
Can Beppo fly?
I forget. It's been so long since we've had a good Beppo comic.
I think he can fly.
Oh, here's something from next month. But keep checking on Beppo. I actually want to know. Have to run, but what you've conveyed about this Dark Designs villain sounds genuinely novel, Lou. Dark Patterns? All of this. You said Dark Patterns, right?
No, it's Dark Patterns.
Dark what?
Dark Patterns.
Dark Patterns. Okay. All of the substantive villains in Batman's rogues gallery function as refractions of different. We'll have to wait. And Juice Dragons doubling down. His boring constantly late butt.
Look, I think everybody, it's like Doctor Who, right? Everybody has their favorite Doctor Who of when they started watching the show and stuff. I think I think for a lot of people, it just depends on what Flash you grew up reading, and
Same with Green Lantern.
same with Green Lantern. Like, so
Yeah.
my version of Green Lantern is not Hal Jordan. It is John. I'm bugging on him right now. I'm tired. Tired. It is John Jones.
Jones.
Hold on.
John Stewart.
John Stewart. Jesus, it's been a long day.
John Stewart. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you got the John part right.
It's been a long week. Yeah, my version is John Stewart, but that's because he was in the Justice League cartoon, and that's who I grew up with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's my version of it. So for me, Wally West was my version of the Flash because I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah. Well, and he was dead as of 1985, so
Sorry, buddy.
I know. That and Supergirl really hurt.
Mm.
I read those in real time and couldn't believe them.
But they brought him back.
Of course.
But it took Barry. How long was Barry dead? Barry was dead for a long time.
That's a good question. They brought Supergirl back sooner than they did. I mean, way sooner than they brought Barry back. Mark Waid's run is all Barry. Did they wait? No, but then Wally was missing.
Barry was in the Speed Force. That was the whole thing about Flash Rebirth, right?
Yeah, but Wally was in the Speed Force, right?
Was it Wally or was it Barry?
I think. Okay, Barry came back in Final Crisis. That's where it was. But Wally was missing in the Speed Force. Flash Rebirth was 2015 or 2016 NFL dude. That was New 52 is 2012.
Yeah.
But I think that according to Titans Hunt and The Button and the other Flash books and stuff, I think Wally was lost in the Speed Force, but I don't remember when that was. I just remember his. Yes. Oh, okay. Wait. Next, imagine I've finished his thought. All of the substantive villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery function as refractions of different aspects or constellations thereof of Batman's psyche, and this one appears no different in that regard as a clear, it's a three-parter, clear externalization of Wayne's post-traumatic brittleness, perpetual anxiety of self-surrender to actual pathological, emotional, and ego fragility. I forget what we were talking about.
It is Friday. It's been a long week at work. I always appreciate what you write, man. But
I haven't read it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're talking now. There is a Batman book, Dark Designs. That was by the Marinari. Oh no, that was Dark Prince Charming.
Dr. Elevator says Flash Rebirth was the series he got reintroduced in by Jeff Johns in 2009. Barry Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Death by Design. Okay, so all right, wait. Flash Rebirth was a series he got reintroduced by Jeff Johns in 2009. Okay.
You see, Barry was so boring. He was gone for over 30 years, and nobody was like, "Oh yeah, Barry."
Hey, I missed him.
That's what they need to do with Feral Lad. Feral Lad Rebirth. Get Jeff Johns on it and tell this amazing story about how they bring him back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Flash Rebirth. Okay, yeah, Jeff Johns. I always forget about Jeff Johns' Flash run for some reason.
Oh my God, that's so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
He wrote an amazing Flash. His first go at it was Wally West. It was early 2000s.
Oh, really? I definitely have not read that.
You haven't read that? Oh, it's fun. It's really, really fun.
Oh, okay. Kane says, next Imagine It should be on a stream. It would be one of the most intellectual comic book streams and last over 12 hours. I mean this all sincerely. I know you do.
You're not lying. Yeah.
You're not lying. He is incredible. He's a credit to the show. I have bad news. I think Feral Lad was already brought back in 5 years later. He's on the cover, but it may not be our Pharaoh Lad. It could be rebooted Pharaoh Lad.
Oh, Pharaoh Woman.
Possibly. Oh, I'm still mourning Gwen
Wow.
Stacy being dead 50 years ago.
That is a
It was
very
50
good
years ago.
point.
It's like 1975. Yeah, I think it was over 50 years ago. It feels like. But
That
you're
is
right. I
that is a
can't get
very
over
good
that.
point. That is a very good point. That is a moment in time that has stuck with a lot of comic book nerds, and they will never let that go.
Oh, you weren't done. Incompletely self-reintegrated. Where does that go? Self-reintegrated. Gee, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I'm befuddled as yeah, right? Spoiler alert.
Do you think we could have a moment like that again where Gwen Stacy dies and everybody kind of mourns her death and everything? Do you think that can because we're used to kind of so much we're used to death in comics, and it's like, oh yeah, well they'll turn them around and they'll be right back around in like a few months or something like that. I think maybe the last one that we had that was impactful was maybe Ultimate Spider-Man, when Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker died. And even then, with a book called The Death of Ultimate Spider-Man, you still have jackasses online going, why'd you ruin the story, Comics Guide?
I did not want to open my mouth because I knew that's where you were headed.
Huh.
They
Comics
personally
Guide, you're an
blamed you.
asshole for spoiling the story that's called literally freaking Death of Ultimate Spider-Man. Reading comprehension is dead these days.
Yeah, I remember that because that I owned the 2 issues. That's back when I was collecting Spider-Man. I was 13 or 14. 13. Yeah, I was probably 13 through 15. I collected Amazing Spider-Man. And I liked it better. I know that I liked it better when Miles and Gwen were in the other world, Ultimate
Me too.
World or whatever.
Me too.
I don't know. It doesn't seem as interesting to me now.
Yeah, me too. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I don't know. Yes.
Very much so.
Spoiler alert, but yes.
Now the debate has correct me if I'm wrong, but the debate has always been: did Peter kill her in the comic with the web and he yanked her up, or was it she fell to her death?
Fell to her death. That's how I choose to think of it.
Okay. Because the fan theory is there is a popular fan theory where it
Yeah.
was he shoots the web, he yanks up, and it snaps her neck.
Yeah, I understand that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma Stone. Because that haunts Peter in not Multiverse of Madness. What was the last Spider-Man movie? It was really good. With the 3 Spider-Men.
Oh, No Way Home? I think
No Way Home. Okay. Yeah, because that still haunts him, and he won't lose Mary Jane or something in that. I forget. I think Mary Jane falls, and Andrew, whatever his name is, Spider-Man. I think, yeah, No Way Home. Yeah, I know you're a big Emma Stone fan. So yeah, no, Andrew Garfield. That haunts Andrew Garfield in that movie. He relives it.
Yeah.
Getting rid of Gwen's world that had the distinctive color palette and visual style was a mistake. I agree. It was so fresh in 2015. Wow, 10 years ago. Marvel dropped the Miles ball for years post Bendis.
True.
Andrew Heathcliff.
But then again, Spider-Man in general to me hasn't been interesting since, well, the main Spider-Man line, not Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man's awesome. The main Spider-Man line hasn't been interesting to me since Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah. That actually is probably the last Spider-Man I've read. I'm 10 years behind on Spider-Man.
You haven't missed much.
Well, there,
You haven't.
I get. Well, when Slott went off the book, who took over?
Is that Spencer?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Nick Spencer took over. Okay, I haven't read those, but I'm also not all the way up to date on those brand new day Omnis. I just have one, and I don't have. I think another one's coming out, but I don't know that I'm ever gonna get caught up on Spider-Man. Yeah, I agree with this. I like the Ultimate Spider-Man. I need to reread it.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Oh yeah, I thought it
The
was
new one?
done really well.
The Hickman one?
Oh no. Oh, I thought you were talking about original Ultimate.
No. I'm speaking about Hickman.
Has it been collected yet? I'm waiting for all those Ultimate things to get their own Omni oversized hardcover. I bet that's what's going to happen, and then I'll read it. I'm sure I'm going to like it though. People rave about it, like Kane and you and everybody. I don't. Have I even heard from one person who doesn't like Ultimate Spider-Man? Harvey probably. Harvey, do you not like? You probably haven't read it. Yeah, no, I have. Wait, there's Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate. Is it the Ultimates, or is it Ultimate X-Men? Yeah, Warren for sure. You're right, Kane. Wait, what are the Ultimate books?
It's the Ultimates,
Okay.
Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men. What was the other one? Ultimate Black Panther.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the other one right now.
And Ultimate X-Men is the Peach Momoko one that's sort of people are kind of divided on.
Yeah.
It's like her Demon Days and her other X-Men stuff.
Right. It's not catching, I think, with the general fan base.
I kind of dug it. Ultimate Wolverine. Thank you, No Concept.
Thank you.
And Kane, thank you. Next Imaginaut's still here. Okay, well, I'll wait for you to finish your I'll wait for you to finish your thought. So we're not left hanging. Yeah, Hickman is writing Ultimate Spider-Man right now. Is he writing another Ultimate book too?
Far
or
as
just
I know,
Spider-Man?
as far as I know, it's just Spider-Man.
Okay.
Where can our fans get the lovely books that we've talked about today?
Nicely done. That would be instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions. Looking at the ISD red tag sale, not even damaged. Brand new books up to 75% off. Wow. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. Every month we give away a free $50 gift card courtesy of IST, and Razor Ramen is the one who won earlier this week on Monday. $50 or more in an order will get you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's at stocktrades.com. I just remembered that. Whoops, I need to take this off just a sec. Let me see if. Okay, wait. Speak pipe. Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, and Richard Simmons.
What?
Wait, when was April 19th? Did we already hear this one? OmniDogs? Breaking news. Listen to it all. Let's see if we heard this one before. Otherwise, 6 days ago. Oh, Gio might have already played it. Let me listen. Yeah, you didn't hear that one though, did you?
No, I didn't hear it.
You and I, I think you and I called the Manga Bros the Backward Boys.
Yeah, we did. I'm pretty
Let me-
sure we did.
I'll play the other one, the Richard Simmons one, but this one actually is actually pretty humorous. Let me just share it. Okay, we'll start over.
Their live stream should be rated M because Riley
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
talked
whoa, whoa.
about a very
No,
interesting
no, no,
snake
no, no.
manga.
Stop it, stop it, stop, 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 stop. Okay.
You know what I'm going to say, Nightwing.
Oh
Go
my
for it.
God.
She literally.
Okay, now I can do it.
What a full weekend this was. But let's begin with Thursday with what just bragged the real Omnidog called Backward Boys. Their live stream should be rated M for manga because Riley talked about a very interesting snake manga. You know what I'm going to say, Nightwing. Go for it.
She literally, of course, yeah, of course you would want to read something gross, like she fucking a snake.
Friday, it turned out Bunkmastiff made a guest appearance on Cliff on Comics. I haven't watched it yet, but I have been told it is very hilarious and full of knowledge, and it even had a striptease. On Saturday, we saw the amazing return of Aussieverse to Batterdays and the Batcave. We found out Jess also hates Steve Guttenberg. That's another one for his ever-growing list with Jason Mewes, Hugh Grant, and Jesse Eisenberg. I'm wondering how much longer till Clint Eastwood makes the list, all because of Omnidog history with Play Misty for me. Before I leave, don't forget to vote in very fine condition out of Print Marvel Omnibus poll. It ends tomorrow, Tuesday, April 22nd at 8 p.m.
Whoever does these, I don't want to find out who it is. But man, that had some lore to it with the Play Misty for me thing. That has some lore to it. Okay, I'm gonna play this next one. I don't have any idea what it's gonna.
You're
I'm
brave.
Huh?
You're brave. If we don't have any clue what it says.
Okay, it's called. Whoops, where is SpeakPipe? There it is. Audio by Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, and Richard Simmons.
What?
2 hours ago. Okay, this sounds like it may be current.
You got it? Hello? I can't hear anything. Hello?
You couldn't hear that?
No, I couldn't hear anything. All I saw was your face go.
It was Howard Stern.
Oh no, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, we can only hear Lou.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was frozen. Okay, let
No,
me.
I think you were just enjoying it. You had a real big smile on your face the whole time, and I'm like, man, this would be
Frozen
awesome
Jess.
if I could hear it.
Jess is back, huh? Okay, let me try it again because it's a classic Howard interview with Richard Simmons. It's just a clip of it. God, but I miss Richard Simmons' appearances on Howard. Wow. They were so great. All right, let me refresh this and see. Okay. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. That's a good one, but we're still seeing the last voicemail. Wait, what? No. Oh, OmniDog's breaking news. Oh, I thought it changed. Okay. My fault. I'm not Geo here. Okay. Now I see what it is. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I wasn't picking up on that. Okay, let me make sure this is okay. This is Richard Simmons. Okay. Now I got it. Okay.
The last time I was here,
Costume. Like, why would you never wear?
like this is not a costume.
Well, I mean, you work.
It's so offensive.
No.
This is not a costume. This is a uniform.
Okay, fair enough.
Superman,
Why?
Spider-Man,
Wonder Woman.
Batman. Oh, I was going to come in a suit, but I thought you'd make fun of me.
When you were a child, I'm curious. Were you invited?
Robin,
Were you invited to birthday parties and
Robin, help me. You're supposed to be helping me.
No, because
he didn't have friends, Howard. Why are
you never were invited to a birthday
berating
party
him?
or a sleepover.
I sort of stay by myself.
You never slept over the other little boys' homes. They never invited you to sleep in their room with them. Why is that funny?
Listen for a second. Stop for a
There's
second.
a
Stop.
person on the phone who wants to
Stop
date
it.
you.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hold on, let's see if this works out. Jenny, you're on the air with
Give me
Richard
a little-
Simmons.
Jeez.
Did you hear that?
I did. The 90s were wild, man.
Yeah, that could have been the 90s.
Probably the 2000s, though, realistically.
Yeah. He yeah. That's right. Yeah. His appearances were so off the wall. So he was in so many directions. Gosh, he was great.
I'm ready to call it because I'm getting tired. It's been a long week.
Okay, everybody, peace and love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Lou, for reading comics again. Comics
I've been on a roll.
you are. It's awesome. It's great hearing your insight into these absolute issues, especially.
I've been really digging them. Yeah, the absolute stuff has been great.
That's great. And let me just do this real quick because Kane missed it the first time. Okay, there we go. And now I can play us out to our thing that says thanks for watching. Please hit the like button on your way out. We appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for watching. We really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you, Lou, for being on.
Thanks, man. Good night, everybody.